My late wife, Rita Keller, was truly one of a kind. Her family, friends, and colleagues remember her as an extraordinarily driven, passionate, kind, and loving individual. Her dedication to helping others was very evident in her professional career as a speech pathologist. She began her career in the early 80s helping OGHS become one of the pioneers in advanced voice and swallowing treatments in Louisiana. Her humility, grace, and pursuit of excellence set her apart in everything she did. Rita's commitment, dedication, and love for her patients went far beyond clinical care. She shared meals in their homes, supported them through personal struggles, and provided comfort during times of loss. Her contributions to the field of speech pathology were recognized when the Louisiana Speech Language Hearing Association honored her as the most outstanding medical speech pathologist in the state of Louisiana. Today, the annual Rita Keller Healthcare Award is presented to a speech pathologist or audiologist who exemplifies the same outstanding service and compassion that she so eloquently displayed throughout her career. For Rita, being a speech pathologist was more than a profession. It was an integral part of her identity, equal to her role as a devoted wife, mother, and grandmother. Her joyful spirit and nurturing demeanor made her one of the most cherished, admired, and beloved individuals one could ever encounter. She was a loyal friend and made an enormous impact on everyone she met. Her love for others and sense of connection, combined with her leadership skills and passion for life, will always be remembered by those who loved her most.
If I really had to describe Rita, it would be with 3 words: an elite human being. You know, she was elite not just because of her reputation, although that was impeccable. She was elite because of her character.
She had a way of just making you feel special and comfortable the moment that you met her.
Rita was the kindest person I probably ever met, to the patients, to us, and anybody around her.
You know, the first thing for her always was her faith. She was a devout Catholic, and she had a moral compass that was immovable.
She loved her patients, and you could see it when she was dealing with them, and she worried about her patients if they were late or if they didn't show up or if they had a home environment that was poor. She was always caring for her patients and loving them.
When Rita came to Opelousas General, she was a young, full of energy, smart as a whip speech pathologist. And what Opelousas General didn't have was a state-of-the-art speech clinic that involved modified barium swallows. Those are used to help evaluate patients who have swallowing disorders. So Rita, as a visionary, she did all of the research and put together a standard of care. And then she rounded up or recruited Dr. Henry McLemore, and they built this state-of-the-art speech clinic. It raised the level of care for all of Acadiana, because all of the hospitals in the area felt they had to up their game to be able to compete with Opelousas General.
Her favorite thing to say was, "It's okay if you don't know what you don't know. You'll learn." And she was great at being a mentor to the people around her.
She would see us trying to give somebody water or something to drink, give them a pill, and she would very quietly say, "You mind if I go check the swallowing reflex? Let me show you how it'd be easier to give this to this patient." And she was always just so helpful.
I remember being with her in her office, and she would get calls from physicians who were in surgery, and they would call and ask her professional opinion on things. I was witness to that on more than one occasion.
Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, Mass General, Johns Hopkins, finest medical institutions in the world. And you know why they called her? They called her because they wanted to pick her brain before they had grand rounds. I asked her one day, I said, "Rita, how is it that you're so comfortable in talking to people that you don't even know?" I said, "You could probably talk to a rock." And she said, this is typical Rita, she said, "Friend, if the rocks ever talk back, I'll tell you."
"Hey, friend." That's how she would greet you every time she saw you. "Hey, friend." And I carry that with me today. I say that to people because it always made me feel special, and I hope to make other people feel that way too. She helped people find their voice when they came to her as patients, but the great thing about her was that if you were her friend, she also helped you find your voice, like who you were as a professional, or as a spouse, or as a parent. So voice to her meant a lot more than just the ability to speak and to be heard.